Okay, hello.
Hello.
So today we're gonna try something. I don't know what we want to try, but we'll go. But for the goal, I feel like we just try to make like a twin stick shooter game. That's what the goal or what I
Mhm.
am looking for. Will we even reach there? I don't know. But okay, we make this video mostly because I feel like I'm going to teach my cousins how to do this. And then I feel like it would be a good content to actually just say, hey, how about I share this knowledge to other people too, just in case they want to start. Do I expect anything from whoever watch this video? It's more like you probably should know basic programming a little bit. You don't really have to know much. Like to be fair, I only expect you to like if you know how to declare variable, you know the basic variable type, and you know how to declare function. That pretty much what I want. You know, is that asking too much?
Mm,
Do
I
do
don't
you
think
know that
so.
much? Do you know that
I
much?
know how to declare a
Like you know
variable.
how to make class, you know how to make function,
Um,
and you know how to
no,
make variable.
I know how to make a variable. I don't know how to make a class though.
A class is just like, do you know the concept of a class?
I learned about it a bit, but I don't actually know how to make one myself.
Oh, I mean,
Like I
okay,
don't
you
remember.
eventually learn, I guess. But the class basically is like, in a way, it's just like you make something to encapsulate the entity that you want to make. Like, okay, I'll give you a little spoiler. When we go into this, eventually you learn, oh, they have a class called actor, and then it just means like, oh, the actor can do these things. It is more like that. It just define what the actor is. That is a class.
So, so it gives like the entity more properties, basically.
Yeah, but yeah, in a way it's like that, but for me it's more like the concept of, oh, you make a class, so like in this, okay, we are going to make like JRPG or ARPG game, right? So you would, oh,
Yeah,
there is a class called weapon, and then you expect that weapon can do something. Weapon have the property like, oh, weapon can have bullets or bullets count,
yeah.
weapon can have attack damage, right? And then the weapon have a function that can fire. Of course, it can fire. What kind of weapon cannot fire? Yeah,
Hmm.
it's more like that. It's like in a way, it's like a concept of it, and also eventually we get to the execution of it.
Okay.
Does that make sense so far? Okay,
Yes, that makes sense. Yeah, but I
so
just don't know how to do it.
that's fine. You will eventually learn. You learn by just looking at it. It's not that hard. Because well,
Okay.
you are not the one who actually have to type everything out. You click on the thing in the Unreal that we are about to get to, and you click on it. Say, hey, can you make me a new class? And then this thing will magically give you, here is your new class. Good luck, have fun with it. You don't really
Uh,
have to do it. So like
Gotcha.
you get like halfway of the helper. So it is not that bad. Uh, oops, that's a wrong screen, but we'll use that. That's a copilot. Ooh. Let me click something. Okay, so first, for whoever watching this video, the two things you need, I don't know what it said to you, but you Google, and then what you, I should be incognito mode. This is awful. You see all my history. I don't like it. But they will not log in for me. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Screw me. Whatever. I don't care, man. You can see my search history as far as I care. Uh, So the first thing you want is you're gonna download Unreal 5, right? You go to the thing, first link, because why not? And then you go, I don't know where the download button is somewhere. Oh,
Should be
you
on the
probably
other
have to
part
sign
of
in download. I don't know. You do your part, right? Point is, you will download this thing, and then after you finish downloading, this is what you have. So you go here to go to the Unreal Engine. This one, I don't know, maybe up here. Go to the library, add the new engine version. You can pick here what version you need. I already download this. So you want the latest one. That is not that one. Don't pick the preview. That's like the beta preview or whatever. And then they say, hey, Well, you can have this newest thing, but we assure you there will be a lot of bugs in there. And then I glimpse into it a little bit because I think it is look interesting to have the newest version. And I saw like the known bug on it, like yeah, no, I'm not dealing with that. So that's why we don't take that one. Yeah, but if you feel adventurous, you can download that one, have fun with it. But I'm not doing that. So the version that we will use for this is a 5.6.1 at the time of this video recording. But eventually it will have the new version to update. So whatever, when the time comes, we will deal with it. But right now, that's what we have. And then I don't know. You can explain that part. Like, when did you download the Visual Studio? I think eventually in here. You know what? Let's just start. I mean, why not at this point? Any question
Yeah.
before I start? Do you want to say how much do you know about programming? What do I expect from
Um,
you?
yeah, what do you expect besides like I mean I know how to declare a variable, but
Okay,
what else do you
I
expect?
expect that if you can read English and then you have a little bit of knowledge in programming, you should be able to read the code. That's pretty much what I asked for. If you can read, it's fine. If
Okay.
you
Yeah,
don't know how to
I think I
read
can
the
do
code, I think the code itself would explain itself enough that if you use like I call it like the common sense intelligence, you should be able to follow along. You know,
that.
you
Yeah.
don't really have to be able to code, to be honest, but you should be able to understand what is going on. And then you can take your time to actually do it yourself later or something like that, you know. Okay, well,
Okay.
anyway, if I go too fast, slow me down. All right.
All
Okay,
right.
we can start. Okay, after you download this thing, download 5.6.1. I guess you launch. Uh, in the option, this is default check for you, but you probably want the I don't know what is checked for you. Just go for it, you know. But starter content, you probably want this. You want the first three. I don't know.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah, I did not change anything. I just go default mode because I would assume most of the people don't have enough like awareness to actually go into the option. So yeah, we
Hmm.
actually go with default mode, launch the thing, and they will create a project. So the goal of it today, or at least for what we are about to do next, is we're gonna launch this thing. We're gonna create the first project, and we're gonna see what this thing offer to us. Remember the goal. The goal is to make like the top-down twin stick shooter. Okay, and then whatever we saw, if we can grab anything, we grab it. If we cannot, then we make a new thing. Make sense? We should follow.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, this thing is loading, but it's loading on my another screen, so you do not see the loading screen, unfortunately. So you have to wait a little bit, and then I hope something will pop on. That what we are going to use most likely will be we have this thing called ew, why this thing doesn't that's awful. I don't want to show all the topic. You know what? You can see it, I guess. Should I hide the conversation? That's awful. I will hide it. I have Copilot here that I will show this from time to time because guess what? I do not know how to do this thing either. So what I'm going to do is when I stuck, I will ask Copilot, hey, how to do this? And then I hope this thing will give us something nice.
Hmm.
Another thing that I have on my site is just the normal notepad. The notepad I use called Sublime Text. Uh, it's just normal notepad to be fair, but it has something a little special that you can do some a little bit text manipulation. Like you can do something like I will show a little bit of it, but it can do better than that, right? So you can kind of like cut the text, like hello text, can you cut? Uh, it can do something like that, you know. It can move the text around and do like I don't remember how to cut the block. I think you can do like this. Wow. Wow, I don't know what I'm doing. Ooh.
You mean like move the text like a block of text to like the right or something?
Yeah. It can do like something like that, It can do
Mm.
some fancy text editing. That basically is. But okay, I don't think we'll use that. Eventually, when you do like a debug text, we might use it that way. But I don't think we
Mm.
need it. Not for now. This will be like I would type something that like, oh, this is a good thing to know. I would note it here and put it somewhere on the screen, you know, just in case you want reminder. But that's pretty much it. Uh, okay, so this thing load on my screen. Let me hit this thing that doesn't matter out. So this is Unreal. So the first thing after I open the editor, it asks you, hey, what kind of game do you want to make? Ooh, they have VR. Should we make VR instead?
Do you want it?
No, I can't. It would be too complex because I have to put on a VR headset while I try to show this thing on OBS. That sounds like a nightmare. So I won't do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, to be fair, technically, when you open this thing, most of the people will only pick the first three options here. You either do first person, which I don't know I'm biased or not, but I feel like all the American really like first person shooter, so they probably pick that one. Well, not me because I'm not American. I normally like third person or top down. So if you look on the, okay, it has some funny option here. It have a variant. So I mean, if you're interested to do other thing that is not what I am about to do, you can pick. There is like a genre that you can pick here. Right? So for the first person, you have arena shooter, you have survival horror. Okay, I don't know what it is, but you feel free to check it out. I don't care. What do you have for third person? Oh, you have combat. Oh, so there's like God of War style, platforming,
Oh,
third
those are
person
all like
platforming.
presets that they have for you.
Yeah, they have preset for you. Yes, side
Mm.
scroller, third person side scroller. Okay, like yeah, if you want to check this out, do it. I'm not because I don't care. This is what I care. What do we have here? Strategy, twin stick shooter. Oh, that is what we want. Oh, I don't even have to think. I'll pick twin stick, no question. Right. But okay, so that is that. But what we are going to do? There is two ways to create this UE Unreal Engine project. You either do the blueprint or you can do C++. I would say the difference is you technically can do everything in blueprint, but it will be somewhat messy. And sometimes, if you want to do the game that like getting bigger over time, and you want to connect to like the other service, Blueprint alone might not be enough. You need the support from C++ eventually, you know. So if you ask me if you want to make a project that is like long-term project, not like you know, oh, I don't know you know much about game, but there is like a something I think they call it a game jam or something that you can like they basically make like a competition that can you do a game in like 2 weeks, or like make a game on a
Mm.
weekend and then like submit it for like the competition and then you compete with all the other people that spend one weekend to do the game jam, and then
Yeah.
you pitch it to get against each other, and they see who make like a better game. Like if you
Mm.
want to do like game jam or something, you feel free to just use Blueprint because you don't have time to actually go deep or go like sophisticated anyway. You just try to hack something
Okay.
together and make it work. That for like a short term project, I would say like you can go Blueprint, it's fine. You technically can do a long term project with Blueprint, but the problem is it will get messier over time. And to be fair, I don't like the idea. So if you ask me, I would just go C++. Where is
Okay.
my template? Hello? Oh, it says something. What does it say?
Um, Pause for a second.
Uh, 1 second. So like, yeah. If you read this thing, what does it say?
Um, you want me to read it?
Mm, I think it says somewhere. I don't know where it says, but okay, I can tell you what I know. So if you see this, it's a blueprint. It's like, hey, you can pick this thing, right? And then you notice it have all in there. So you just add all of them. So I think if you pick C++, there is no variant that you can pick because it will just add everything for you. You don't have to pick. It basically give you all of them. So that is that.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. So we will just name the project. And then we just go. Uh, I don't know. Just name something. I don't want to name like twin stick shooter top down. I don't know. It's too long. Who cares? Okay, we go with that. Good enough. Put it in the folder that you want. I make one right there, and then just create. And then you can, I guess you can chill for a little bit, waiting for this thing to create a project. How long would it take to create a project? I don't know, but we'll see. Is it gonna be long? I hope it's not gonna be long. But okay, I
Hopefully.
guess, I guess while we are waiting, we can chat and do something instead because this thing probably take forever. Or does it?
It's already at 90%.
Oh, you mean it at 99%, right? Right. You wait forever for that last 1%.
Start stalling for 1 hour at 99%.
I know, I know. Like, oh, after you hit 99, you have to wait forever. Look like what it is doing here. Okay, anyway, I don't care. This thing can take time. We will just talk about something else instead. So I'll introduce you something that I use. Very good one. It's called Paint. Beautiful Paint. Look at that. Why it look like that? Why is so wide? What is this? Who make the canvas like this? This look awful. What? Who created this? Who think this is
Is that just like the
brilliant?
Paint app for like
Yeah, this is
Windows?
Paint app. Yeah, this is window Paint. I didn't do anything because I like drawing something that looks sketchy, or garbage. This I think stop 90% yet. Oh, it go back from 90 to 83. What happened?
LOL.
Actually go back. Okay, so here is the game plan, right? So I assume it will have like, I don't know, explain this right now will make any sense. But then if I don't explain, it will just wasting time. We sit here. I did not do anything, so it's really like a waste anyway. So okay, here is the game plan. I don't know what this thing after we create a project. I literally don't know what it's gonna give us, right? But my expectation is it's gonna give us something that look like the player here, and it can shoot, and then this shoot is that you can use the joystick to actually like rotate around, and keep shooting in 360 angle. So if you, ooh, something popping from another screen, interesting. No, 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 don't interrupt my beautiful drawing. Also, why this thing is so thin? I cannot see. Can you even see that it's so small?
Yeah.
I should make at least like, make it bigger. How can I change the size of the brush? I'm not
Maybe,
professional
yeah.
at paint, by the way, so I don't know. This is better. It's at least a little thicker.
Hmm.
Okay, let me restart that. Uh, if I draw, hey, at least it looks a little better.
Hmm.
So, so I expect you to have a character that's facing somewhere, and then you can shoot pew pew that way, right? And then you can spin around. That's what my expectation is. So
Okay.
this thing, definitely, this thing gonna be called actor. Oh, oh, is the thing finished loading? No, not really. It's still loading. Oh, yeah, this thing called actor. Oh my god, it's so small. Hello, can I do better? Give me 25, maybe. I cannot change the text size. Hello, okay, can you actor? Okay, okay, good. Right. There is some kind. Okay, I will explain a little bit of the difference between stuff. Oh, oh, this thing. Well, I guess I don't have to explain anymore. My thing finished loading. Did you? Did you finish loading? It look like this. What did I miss?
Mine looks like how do I show you what mine looks like?
You don't have to even explain.
Okay, there's like a. Is
It's
this
in the
even the right
format
window?
too.
Oh, it's the I'm on
Before it's
the
still
Visual
loading.
Studio.
Yeah. It will do it. Eventually, it will pop this thing for you because, well, we are technically at the same place right
Oh,
now. I just started a new thing. You
yeah.
probably have a slower computer than mine.
No, my Unreal is on the same page as yours now.
Oh, okay. So it is done. Good. Ooh, it's quicker than I expect, huh? Well, I guess
Hmm.
I will pause my paint project for now. I will go back to it eventually. Okay, let's see what we have here. So, so normally when you see this screen, oh wow, my setup is horrible. I can't see my screen. Like down here, this is normally where you navigate your stuff. You either use this one or you can, there is a separate window, which basically the same thing as that one, it's like this. Not that much different from exactly here. It's basically the same thing. Like if you click on it, it's the same thing anyway. So use whatever the one you feel more comfortable. That's fine. So I think the first thing we should do for this is we just check out what we have and then see what we go from there. If you notice on this, I really can't see it. My God. Uh, so you don't mess with that one. Whatever. There is three things that you can see here. It's called top down. It have strategy and it have twin stick. You notice this thing is the same three things that we saw on the screen before you start build a project. It just give you everything. You remember that?
Yeah.
So okay, we check one by one. Normally when you check this thing out, it have this thing called level. So you load the level, and then this level have like the initial setup of what is supposed to be in there. That is normally how it works. So the way to check for each of them is you open the level that relate to that mode and see what is in there. So the first thing you do is, well, this thing is a top down because it say right here, it's called level top down. So when you press play in here, this is what the demo of the top down is supposed to be. Uh, this dot 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 is when you want to go a little bit more creative or more like the setting. Like you can play multiplayer here. You change this to two. This will do like a multiplayer. One of them is a host, one of them is a client. You know, but at this point we don't care. We just go with one for now because we just want to see what this thing offers. But eventually, when you try to do like a multiplayer game, you change this to something else that is not one, and then you want to see like, oh, everything messed up on the client because the way you code does not support networking. That is your fault. Okay,
Hmm.
if we talk about it, we'll tell you fun fact, a little fun fact. When the people on the internet say like, oh, this game work in single player, it would take you 2 weeks to make this thing work on multiplayer. Every time I hear people say this, I get pissed off because no, that's not how it works. In theory, what they said is half true. The half that is true is if the people who make that single player game think about they want to convert this to multiplayer at some point, and everything they did kind of support or have a mindset when you do it. The mindset is that, oh, we know we'll do the network, so we prepare this for you to convert this to networking game or a multiplayer game. Then yes, you can do it in 2 weeks to turn single player game in a multiplayer game. But if you code the thing in a way that you don't care about multiplayer or you don't have multiplayer in mind at all when you do the coding, there is no shot. You can convert anything single player to multiplayer in 2 weeks. That's crazy. You would have to redo the whole project to make it work. That is my take on it.
Hmm.
Yeah, but okay. Anyway, yes, we plan to make this in multiplayer. So along the way, we'll keep that in mind, and I will make it work for the multiplayer. But for now, we don't care. We just want to see what is on here. You can. There is two options. Normally, these two. The first one, this one is if you play, it will just do it on here. on your screen right now. So this is on the viewport. Hello, I'm frozen. It is loading, or something is loading, and it doesn't like it. Hello, can you move? Okay, okay, it stopped loading. So this do in the viewport is like in here. Uh, if I do another one, hello, hello, PC, stop dying, please. Okay, if I do another one, this the difference is it pop you a new windows instead of do it on the viewport. So it's just like this. It do that. Uh, I would say if your viewport is small, maybe pop a new windows. If your viewport is big enough, then you can do it in the viewport. I would say do it in the different window is somehow better in general. Just because eventually when you have two player, then oh, actually I can show you what happened. Okay, I can try to do two player right now. Set the net mode to be listen server, and then do two player. If you do that, one of them gonna say server and one of them gonna say client, and then
Um, Wait, pause for a second.
pause for a second. Okay, so I can show you this. So you okay? So you pick listen server. We go back, set it to two player, and this time you probably want this thing to be in the new editor, new window. This one, the reason is so now you if you click play here, it will play you in multiplayer mode, which is it's gonna show the screen right there. It's a server. Uh, I suppose we have another screen that's supposed to be client. It is loading in. It takes some time because I think it is the first time. And then the computer does not like me. That poor performance. Hello? Do you still hear me? Is my computer
Yes.
froze? Blank thought. Okay, this is my another screen. Look like that. Can my
Hmm.
server move, please? Oh my god, this thing is dying. I'm sorry, my PC is dying. I hope the recording is actually doing fine because I have no way to know what happened in the recording. I hope it's not dying. Okay, but anyway, you see this. So that is how multiplayer works. So if you look here, right here, it says this one is a server. This one, if I expand the windows a little bit so we can actually read, right? This thing says this is a client. The TLDR or spoiler right now for whoever want to know. Normally the server will not mess up visually or whatever we are doing. Normally everything happen on server and then it called replication. It replicates the result of what happened on server onto the client. So if something will have something mess up, it always on the client. The server will always be fine 99% of the time. And then the client is like, yeah, if something mess up, it always on the client. Like, bro, my client can't even move. Wow, whoever whoever caught this thing, they really didn't care about multiplayer. I'm so sorry. So you see this when on client I click here, like, hey, please go here. This guy moved like 2 inches. I have to hold the click to actually make this guy move. But if you see on server, if I click somewhere, he actually moved there. You see the difference?
Hmm.
So here is the difference. The difference is this guy, whoever coded this, does not care about multiplayer. Your client is permanently screwed. I know that. I know this happening. Yeah. This is why what I say, like, when you code this thing, if you don't care about the multiplayer, you cannot fix this in 2 weeks. Because it will be like this problem but happen everywhere if you did not account for it. Yeah. Okay. Well, at least now we know whoever do this template really doesn't care about multiplayer. So that is now on you. If you want to make multiplayer game, it's on you to fix all the networking. Not their problem anymore because clearly they don't care. That a little bit disappointing, but it is what it is. It say error. There is error somewhere too. What the heck? What happened?
I think your memory is full.
No, no, no. It's the actual error. I think not enough in credential. Why need credential in Pi? What is it? You know what? I don't care. Not right now. Whatever. Okay. Let's not do multiplayer anymore because clearly this thing doesn't want you to multiplayer. Okay. Well, we'll check out what this thing is without multiplayer. Oh God, this is so laggy. Okay. I don't think there is much here except walk around, but I think the expectation for whoever make this template is it's top down. When you click somewhere, it's do like like the what's it called? Like the arrow thing on the ground say, hey, move here. So this is like top down strategy game from what I can tell. I think they call this in top down, huh? Whatever. You know what? We don't care about it. But that's cute. Oh, okay. To navigate the level a little bit, how to this mouse scroll, I scroll back, scroll in, like this middle mouse scroll. Hold the right click on your mouse, and then you can move mouse around like that. And then I guess if you hold the right click and WASD, so you can move like WASD to
Ah,
navigate this thing.
I see.
Okay. But point is you hold right click and then basically you do whatever you want. Yeah, if you don't hold right click, then normally it's like in edit mode. Like you can click on something and then try to like move stuff around, which I'm not gonna do because I don't want to mess it up. But you can like move pieces like this or whatever. But when you hold right click, you are in like navigation mode. That's basically it. But okay, whatever. This is not what we are coming for. What else do we have here? Let's see. So we go back here. We know this is a level top down. It shows you the top down sample. Let's quick check strategy. Not what we are looking for, but it's good to know, good to like see stuff around. Just in case maybe there is something useful we can steal from here and there. So you double click this thing or maybe you can right click open. Is that open? Open world? I don't know. I normally just double click this. You know what? Just double click. And then after we double click it open this new level called level strategy. Right click, look around, see what we saw. Guess what's gonna happen? Ooh, there is something fancy here. So I see a lot of people here, you know, like these people, these white people down here. I assume we can select them and look around. The level looks
Hmm.
pretty big. I don't know, but okay. Well, it doesn't matter because you know what matter? We press play and see what this thing is supposed to show us. What do we have here? So this I WASD, or it moves the camera around, like what strategy game supposed to do, I guess. So if I click on the guy, I expect I can move them. It says selected. And then if I right click somewhere, because that is how literally every strategy game teach me how to play the game. I right click, it moves the thing. Okay, I left click this guy, and I right click, it moves the thing. I assume, please right click. Okay, and I would assume I can drag the mouse. Aha, and then right click it. Right click please. Okay, that is a strategy, the one interesting. Oh, they have the feature that you can look into the building, and I can zoom in and out. Oh, that's fancy. You can look through stuff. They have something here. Oh, that I don't know how to do that to be honest, but at least it looks interesting. So I assume I can move this guy maybe into the warehouse and click here, and then look. Hello, are you here? They doesn't like to move. Oh, they move. Oh, there is a door open here. Why I'm frozen? Really? I
Hmm.
just opened the door. I just opened the door and this thing is frozen. Interesting. My right click doesn't work really well. The game really doesn't like me. I can move inside it. Oh, there is a dude in here. Okay.
Yeah, oh, okay. My character came out the door. Mine was also
Imagine.
stuck for time.
God, my thing is dying. My computer is dying. So, okay, if I move this guy, we can go. There is another guy over there. So let's come over here. And then if I, this guy look a little different. I don't know why. Maybe they can do something with each other. Oh, they can fight each other. That's cute.
They're dancing.
Okay, I mean, it is cute. It is cute. Not gonna lie. Okay. I think this like if you make the actual game, it will be like when they walk into the radius of each other, they start punching and lose health. That kind of thing. Move that guy over here. This thing also interact. You see that it can kick the thing. So we sound dumb because maybe pass fighting not supposed people to walk into the box because like okay, if you don't know what pass fighting is, it's like it's smart enough to if I click here, right? If I click over here, it's not supposed to walk into the building or this circle. It's supposed to walk around it. It should have like smart like that. So let's see. So it walk around for you. I think this thing have a path finding that it see if this thing like you cannot walk through it, so it walk around it for you. So that's good. Okay, I don't think there is anything else you want to check here. I think we saw everything. Also, this is not what we come for anyway, so who cares? But at least one good thing I saw here is this thing, the look through stuff. Maybe you can steal that to use it somewhere, But
Hmm.
not what I care at this moment. But good to know that we have the ability to do this somewhere in our sample, so I can go look at it later if I want to. Remember, we only look for like, what can we do? And we can use it in the future. If we don't use it, we just don't care. If we want to use it, we at least know what we are looking for. Another one that is cute is like this one where they walk to each other and they start dancing. But I don't think that thing is like really that, like that hard to do. I already can imagine how to do it. It's like when you walk these two into radius of each other and then they say, they interact on each other. Is my guess. And they play the animation for now. But whatever. Okay. Anything else you want to check here before we jump to the actual thing that we are coming for?
I don't think so.
Okay, then we can move on. We don't care about it.